Clarenville from Clarenville College of North Atlantic campus. Clarenville, Newfoundland has a population of 5,400 people. We are located 190 kilometers west of St. John's. In the early 1990s, Clarenville had a surge in its economy. The gravity-based structure for the high-burning oil platform was built at nearby Bull Iron. This brought many jobs to the local economy and a mini population boom and new jobs to the town. After this period, there was a downturn in the economy. We were able to survive this and maintain our existing state of affairs.
In the next 4 years, it is estimated that due to the construction activity in the oil and gas industry, Clarenville will experience an increase in population and demand for the services it provides. Often with economic development and an increase in services comes with it an increase in the cost of living. This year, members of our SIFE team conducted research to analyze the effects of this increase on the lower to middle class families in the Clarenville region.
The results indicated that increased economic activity does indeed bring with it an increase in the cost of living. The challenges from families on a low to modest annual income brought forth to us during our research fell into 4 major categories: affordable housing, increase in the cost of food, crime rates, and mental health issues. With some of these issues in mind, we set our focus on groups in the community that needed our support. This included teaching students and families to eat healthy and be active while living on a budget, expanding the lives of seniors by engaging them in new technology, teaching students the importance of understanding and managing their money, as well as helping our town to find ways to save money while living comfortably.
Projects executed this year exemplify our mission to make a social, economic, and environmental difference within our community. I am Terrell Penny, a first-year business administration student with a specialization in accounting.
And I am Tiffany Ellis, a current graduate from business administration with a concentration in accounting.
I am Ethan Windsor, a first-year business administration student with a concentration in human resource management.
I am Melinda Barnes, first-year business administration student with a concentration in accounting.
And I am Gorman Greening, a first-year business administration student with a concentration in accounting. Together, we represent SIFE Clarenville, a chapter that has been running for 11 years at College of the North Atlantic, Clarenville campus.
Our membership includes 20 students, 3 faculty advisors, and the support of the entire campus and community. We are one of the smallest of the 17 College of the North Atlantic campuses in our province. We have approximately 300 students in our school, and they're enrolled in a total of 7 programs. This small chapter has made a huge impact on the community and the campus. We have implemented 16 projects and events, but we are going to present to you guys today on 4 areas.
4 of the projects we will present fall under the category Let's Can Hunger, an initiative sponsored by SIFE and Campbell's. One of the initiatives that came from the study undertaken from our SIFE team was to work with the local Salvation Army to assist and provide support for the local food bank. If the local food bank had more donations and support, it could become a full-time service instead of just a couple times per month. SIFE Clarenville has partnered with the local food bank for the past 2 years, and this partnership will continue. Another initiative that we have found from this study was the need of a soup kitchen and a homeless shelter. SIFE Clarenville is working with local businesses to research this need.
This year, SIFE Clarenville has expanded its Let's Can Hunger program to include additional food drives and 3 new projects. Through our food drives, we were able to raise 5,600 pounds of food. This is an increase of over 255% over last year. On average, this is 1 item for every person in Clarenville. How did we achieve this?
SIFE Clarenville tackled this with various unique approaches. As a small school, we were able to engage all of our programs, as well as faculty and staff, in a friendly food drive competition that lasted for 6 weeks. We transformed our hallway into a can instruction zone. A tally was placed on the wall for each program as a measure of their success. SIFE Clarenville, to encourage students, SIFE Clarenville offered a pizza party for the program who brought in the most items. Overall, this food drive brought in 3,400 items, with the steam and pipe fitters bringing in 1,200 items.
Our door-to-door campaign was also a success. Within a 40-kilometer range, SIFE students collected 1,100 pounds of food and donations. It was our chance not only to collect food, but to provide information regarding SIFE. We designed and distributed magnets thanking each household for its contribution.
During the Winter Carnival, students and faculty took a pie in the face for charity. We raised over $300 for the Kids Eat Smart program. This program enables students to have a healthy and nutritious breakfast at their school in the morning. In addition, our corporate partners matched our donation dollar for dollar.
Corporate donations were also gathered by SIFE students, as well donation cans were placed at local businesses. Our final approach consisted of promoting the Let's Can Hunger initiative through a booth at the local Heritage Fair. SIFE cookbooks were sold, and in addition, monetary donations were collected.
Within this project, we implemented 3 additional components: putting hunger on display, healthy living for post-secondary students, and healthy eating and active living for children, each with a different focus. Putting hunger on display is geared towards informing high school students of the need to help food banks. With our projected population boom, placing emphasis on this concept is even more vital. Our team developed posters that were displayed throughout the community, social media and news publications reaching over 5,000 people. We also created a presentation for high school students to help promote the need of those burdened by hunger.
We began this presentation with a quiz to determine the knowledge of these students about hunger-related issues. We were very surprised to determine that students were not at all aware of the hunger-related issues. The second part of this presentation was interactive. We broke students into groups and worked with them to come up with ideas on how to help raise hunger awareness and reduce hunger issues. We have set the foundation for long-term empowerment with these students, as next year they will help implement some of their ideas.
Many post-secondary students are on a limited budget, and some, for the first time, are living on their own, having to juggle school, life, and expenses. As a result, we developed Healthy Living for Post-Secondary Students. The goal of this project was to empower students to better understand the basics of Canvas Food Guide, the ability to read and understand food labels, and to provide students with simple, free exercise routines.
To measure the effectiveness of this project, a pre- and post-test were conducted. Results showed an improvement rate of 29% from the pre-test to the post-test. As well, 100% of students that we presented to said that they found the presentation to be informative and applicable to their everyday lives. Students also received a detailed booklet with information on healthy eating and exercise. Our plan is, in the fall of 2011, to implement healthy living for post-secondary students as a part of our college orientation.
Healthy eating and active living for children was initiated to assist parents in getting their children to eat healthier and become more active. We teamed with local dietitians and health experts to develop booklets and handouts for parents.
To distribute information regarding healthy eating for kids, a seminar was held at our local Sobeys community room. To promote awareness, a Facebook event was created and posters were displayed. This event was covered by our local news publication, and as a result, additional inquiries for this information was received. Next year, we plan on expanding our seminars to places such as the Community Health Office and Family Resource Center.
Overall, our Let's Can Hunger campaign was a success. We implemented 4 projects, collected 5,600 pounds of food, and we've developed future plans.
Our second program falls under the banner of environmental awareness. This year we executed 4 projects, and today we will highlight 2. In November, the province of Newfoundland and Labrador was issued a challenge by Newfoundland Power for each community to reduce its energy consumption rates for 3 months. SIFE Clarenville partnered with our town to look at ways that we could promote energy conservation for this Take Charge campaign. Since we are living in a kid-fluent society, we target students in grades 4 to 6 with our campaign.
SIFE Clarenville used a 2-pronged approach in doing this. First, we work with our partners to develop and sponsor an energy environment art contest. We received over 100 entries, and these are all put on public display in the local event center. Second, we developed a campaign to raise energy awareness. We developed 5 interactive activities revolving around energy and the environment. These 5 activities were created in accordance with the Newfoundland and Labrador school curriculum.
The first activity, energy conservation, teaches students about choices. Students use a kilowatt meter to measure electricity usage of appliances in the classroom and in their homes to determine energy consumption. Students were surprised to find out that a hairdryer consumed 402 watts on low, and 1,440 watts on high, and a television consumed between 188 watts to 464 watts.
Our second activity focused on a new approach to the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, teaching students to use items containing less packaging, reducing, and then using a bottle or container that can be used over and over again, reusing, are important first steps to success.
Our third activity is renewable energy. This activity introduced students to the new ideas of generating energy can help our planet become environmentally healthy. This activity focused on wind and solar energy. We worked with the students and got them jumping up and down and moving around. Next, we brainstormed about what energy is. Then we conducted a word scrabble about renewable versus non-renewable energy. To get students generating energy, we developed paper windmills and put them together to assemble what a windmill farm looked like. Then we used a model windmill to show them how energy can generate electricity. We used the fan to power the model and watched as the energy generated a light.
Our fourth activity is greening your classroom. This activity had students thinking about small steps that they could take to make their classroom more energy efficient. The students had some great ideas. One such idea was to have a student responsible for turning off all the computers in the classroom at the end of each day. Within one classroom, turning off the computers for an additional 16 hours a day, this would amount to a reduction in the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere by 4,950 pounds. For the 6 classes that we worked with, this would be a total reduction of 29,700 pounds.
Our final activity, Pocket Your Savings, was for all students. This challenged students to work with their parents to implement an energy home savings program. The objective of this was to let students know that people actually pay for the energy that they use. The amount that was saved on the energy bills that they tracked for a period of 3 months was rewarded to the children by their families. We motivated children to implement energy-saving programs at home and to consume energy at their house. We worked with approximately 80 students in the classroom, and of those 80 students, 25 of them worked with their families to implement this program. They had an average savings of $20 over a 3-month period. This gave us a total savings of $500.
This year, the Take Charge project was a success. Next year, we will expand this project outside the town of Clarenville and work with local groups such as Brownies, Girl Guides, and Scouts. This year, we have continued our recycling initiative, and we help students reduce the amount of CO2 released in our atmosphere.
This year, we executed 3 projects under the banner of financial education. Our first project was the Application Assistance Program for Hurricane Igor. This was developed in September 2010 to respond to the immediate needs of people affected by this disaster. Our second project is Computers for Seniors. This is our most successful project to date, with a healthy outlook for the future. Our third project, Student Investment Matters, SIMS. This year, we implemented a second component of the SIMS program called Managing Your Money.
On September 21st, 2010, eastern Newfoundland was hit by Hurricane Igor, which walloped the province with heavy rains, flooding, and high winds. It resulted in 1 tragic death. Within hours of the storm hitting, the town of Clarenville had declared a state of emergency. Due to the extreme destruction of the roads and property, the province of Newfoundland and Labrador called in the military to help. This hurricane did over $100 million in damages. 50 communities were cut off from the island as roads connecting them to the rest of the province was washed away or completely destroyed. Prime Minister Stephen Harper called the flood damage the worst he's ever seen in Canada.